Alright guys, welcome back to another one. In today's video, I want to talk about Astro Bot because I haven't stopped thinking about it since it got revealed recently in Sony's State of Play. It was a wild announcement to get, and it's so important and huge for PlayStation to be developing a AAA platformer in 2024, and I just haven't stopped thinking about that sole thing, especially in an era of gaming now where we are absolutely just drowning in live service, microtransaction-filled games where we pretty much have to rely on either indie game developers or Nintendo to provide us that 3D platformer fix. It is very strange to see that one of Sony's biggest games for 2024 is Astro Bot, a 3D platformer with so much soul and so much heart. As a longtime PlayStation gamer who grew up with games like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Sly Raccoon, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, you know, the founding games that really grew those PlayStation roots initially, it's so cool to see that PlayStation are doing a game like this and really giving it a chance. What's even neater is comparing just the reception of Concord, which was meant to be Sony's, I guess, big heavy hitter of the PlayStation State of Play. I mean, I think they spent something like 10 or 15 minutes as the focus piece for that showcase. This is an upcoming online 5v5 hero shooter, and a lot of people got really pissed off at this. I think it's mainly because it took up so much time in the State of Play. It kind of overstayed its welcome a little bit, but comparing Concord's like to dislike ratio to that of Astrobot's, I mean, Concord here has 4.7k likes, 42,000 dislikes, whereas Astrobot here has 43,000 likes with 544 dislikes. Hell yeah, baby! See, this is what gamers want, man. They just want no microtransactions, no live service bullshit. We just want a solid-ass video game where we collect coins, where we jump from platform to platform, we have a great art style, awesome level design. I don't want to use this video to jump on the hate bandwagon towards Concord because I think it genuinely does look like a pretty interesting concept. I also love hero shooters. I mean, I'm a massive Overwatch nerd. The issue is, this is kind of bad timing because as of right now, there are so many hero shooters currently in development. It's like we're going through this hero shooter phase, which is interesting because Overwatch came out in 2016. You would have thought 2016, 2017, 2018 would have been the hero shooter era, but for some reason 2024 is providing us with so many different hero shooters. However, Sony's first-party titles nowadays are more so focused on cinematic gaming experiences, along with also dipping their toes into the whole live service thing. So seeing a 3D platformer from them is nothing short of incredible. In case you don't know, this is actually Astrobot's third game, though technically speaking, this is his first proper full-blown experience. The first Astrobot is known as Astrobot Rescue Mission, which was a PlayStation VR 1 title, which, by the way, fantastic. It's one of the best PlayStation VR games. I've personally gone through it myself and had an absolute blast. It's very interesting mixing in VR into that of a platforming game. And then of course we had Astro's Playroom, which comes free on every PlayStation 5 console. Astro's Playroom is more so of kind of just a tech demo to see exactly what PlayStation 5 is capable of, along with giving a really good showcase and example of the capabilities of the DualSense. It's a very small and sweet experience. You can finish like the entire game in about 2 hours. It does actually have a platinum trophy, so that's kind of cool. But that game right there definitely gives you a good idea as to what you can kind of expect from Astrobot. It's basically building off of the foundations of Playroom and turning it into a fully fleshed out experience. I also stand by this to this day. The DualSense features in Astro's Playroom is still the absolute best found in any PlayStation 5 game we currently have, and that's insane to think. That was just basically a tech demo to show you what is capable with the DualSense. So again, we're going to be getting all of those DualSense features here in the new upcoming Astrobot, which is one of the weird things I'm actually really excited for. I'm just interested to know exactly how Team Asobi are going to be expanding upon that concept that's found in Playroom to give Astrobot his first big full game. From the trailer alone, it shows us levels that seem bigger than what's found in Playroom, and even Rescue Mission. New power-ups like the frog gauntlets that allow us to extend our arms, Nintendo Arms style, and can even be used in platforming. We've got a Gigabot power-up that allows Astrobot to increase in size and charge through everything. With the assistance of a penguin bot, we can now swim, which is completely brand new to the Astrobot games. And even a vehicle segment where it looks like the DualSense is an actual plane. The premise of this seems very similar to Rescue Mission, where in each of the levels there are a bunch of bots that you have to find. In Rescue Mission there were 214 bots. It's said that in this Astrobot there's 300. What's cool though is some of the bots that you are rescuing are actually PlayStation characters. So in Astro's Playroom there were about 60 different PlayStation character references. It has recently been mentioned that there are over 150 different PlayStation cameos in this upcoming Astrobot, and that some of the bots that you have to rescue throughout the game are actually PlayStation characters. Playroom was this really cool celebration of PlayStation as a whole, with featuring a bunch of the different PlayStation hardware and peripherals from throughout the years, along with those very iconic PlayStation characters that are synonymous with the PlayStation brand. So it's really cool to just take that celebration of PlayStation idea and actually turn it into its own thing, with actually having these PlayStation characters a part of the narrative that's found here. We even see that there's one cutscene with like Nathan Drake clearly in trouble, and we as Astrobot have to help him out. And it would be criminal of me not to mention this right now, because there is going to be 150 PlayStation cameos throughout this game. I do hope that Sora gets a cameo feature. And I only say that because Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 is basically synonymous with PlayStation 2. It was obviously exclusive to PS2 at the time, and it's not just my opinion, but in many of the top charts for the best PlayStation 2 games of all time, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are frequently mentioned. In fact, both Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 made it into the Platinum series for the PlayStation 2 Greatest Hits titles. It would be very strange for Sora not to get like an Astrobot. Hopefully he does. We know that the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII, as it was famous with the PlayStation 1, got a feature in Astro's Playroom. The other thing that's been confirmed recently is that this Astrobot is going to be more than 4 times bigger than Playroom. So, as we were talking about, Playroom is about 2 hours in runtime. It features 4 worlds, and for each of those worlds, there are 4 levels. So in total, we have 16 levels. If you're looking at like completionist runs, get all the collectibles, you're looking at probably more about 3 or 4 hours. So we're probably looking at about a 10 to 12 hour experience here, which is absolutely fine. This is a platformer title. This doesn't need to be a massive 30-40 hour experience of running and jumping and spinning and collecting coins. The reason though why this is so important is it's just this kind of thing never happens in a world where Sony have been just so fixated on making cinematic styled games since the PlayStation 3 era, with the beginning of Uncharted and then moving into The Last of Us, and from there that kind of just birthed the whole, oh okay, this is what gamers want, see you later platformer titles. Really the only game from PlayStation's first party lineup that has continued the heart and soul of the old school PlayStation platforming goodness is Ratchet & Clank. I still am so grateful that Insomniac to this day are still making Ratchet & Clank, with another Ratchet & Clank currently in development. But I think it's important that we really tell PlayStation, hey, we still want video games like this. This is what grew you guys to your fame and success in the first place. And while yes, it's great to get these cinematic experiences, I think having a nice mix of having something like a platformer every once in a while is really cool to see. So, is it important that people buy this game to tell PlayStation, hey man, like, if this is a success, why don't, you whip out old Sly from the dark Sony crypts, as well as Jak and Daxter, and maybe make some new ones? Yes, the old school PlayStation gamer inside of me is absolutely jumping for joy at the thought of Astrobot. And I kind of almost feel like I'm like in a dream seeing a game like this coming from PlayStation in 2024. I'm awake, right? I'm awake? Okay, I'm awake. Buy this video game. buy this video. Buy the video game. Buy this video game. I'm just saying, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Like, you are currently my game of the year, but I don't know. Astrobot's coming in hot to flick those nipples. Might be, stealing the spotlight. Cloud Strife, you better prepare yourself. Alright guys, just wanted to nerd out about this and talk about Astrobot. Are you guys going to be picking it up? What are you currently thinking about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. However dudes, I'm Cynical, hopefully on a fantastic day. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up with everything that's going on here. Check out my other garbage social media platforms. A big thank you to my Turkey-tastic patrons. I hope you all are having a fantastic day, and we'll talk real soon.